Today's agenda: work out, work indoors. Isn't work out kind of a weird phrase? Anyways, not important. Work out, work, buy dog food. Olympics? I'm not sure. I don't have any plans for tonight, but that's what today holds. Hopefully it's a good day. Just finished lunch. Workout was brutal. Back to work. Update on today's checklist. Workout, done. Work, done. Go home and do nothing? Yes, please. So there's been a slight change of plans. First of all, I forgot that I have to pick up dog food on my way home. But secondarily, my wife called and I'm supposed to meet her at AutoZone because her car has not started the first time for the last 2 or 3 times she's tried to start her car. So that's no good. So we have to figure out if it's the battery or if it's potentially the starter or the alternator. So that's no fun. But because of this, I get Chinese for dinner, which is very fun. So one down, one up, but the Chinese certainly outweighs the AutoZone visit. So overall, I'm happy with the plans changing because this is good. This is going to be tasty. Time to go to AutoZone. Alright, so another change of plans. Got the dog food, went to AutoZone, found out the battery was the problem, which is good because batteries aren't that expensive and I can fix it. That sun is really bright. Let's do this. Downside: Chinese restaurants totally close on Mondays. I knew that. Totally forgot. So no Chinese for dinner. That's a big time bummer. Other bummer. For some reason, Dodge decided that in order to change the battery, you have to take off the front tire. Just let's walk through this real quick. This battery, instead of going, well, hold on, let me pop the hood, hold on. Alright, so where were we? Right, instead of putting, well, this is the battery cover, but it's all just a bunch of wires down in there, because the actual stupid battery is up under the tire. I have no idea what the hell Dodge was thinking. This is not going to be fun, but it needs to get done. So here we go. Sit rep. The instructions said I didn't have to take the tire off. Yeah, I read the instructions, get over it. But I did not take the tire off to get access to the battery. I just have to take off the inner fender shielding. Yeah, right, guys. How am I supposed to get that battery out of this 3-inch hole? I'm taking the tire off. I read the instructions and they failed me. Bye, Mare.
You sound crazy like you're talking to yourself.
I am. She's very concerned. Got a story to tell you. And it all revolves around changing the battery in my wife's car. Remember earlier when I said that the battery was in front of the front left tire? Because the actual stupid battery is up under the tire. And how I said that the driver's manual said that you didn't have to remove the tire to get to the battery. You just had to turn it all the way to the right and then peel the interior shielding off. The instructions said I didn't have to take the tire off. Piece of cake, right? Well, it turns out that's not possible. At least wasn't for me. So I decided to take off that tire. So I went to the back of the car, I got the jack under the car, got it positioned, cranked it up. It took me about 20 minutes to crank up because the cranking bar was this long and the car is only this far off the ground. So you have to do half turn, spin it, half turn, spin it. Took forever, my arms were on fire. No fun, right? Get the tire off. I'm one screw away from removing the interior shielding when I hear, and the car goes, poof. The jack base crumpled under the weight of the car, and my car fell. I cannot express to you the anger, fear, and terror of thinking, I just did like $5,000 to $7,000 worth of damage to my car's suspension, the body frame, the brakes, the whole 9 yards. I'm fine. Turns out, after my friend Dave came to the rescue, brought his big fancy jack, we got the car up. Turns out, and this is a complete divine intervention here, when the jack base crumpled, the car fell forward to the left, and so the jack fell this way onto its side, and the car landed on the side of the jack, which was about 2.5 inches off the ground, which was just enough clearance for the rotor, the front disc brake, to not hit the ground. I mean, we're talking like it was this far from hitting the ground. So the car, as it fell forward, twisted the jack underneath it, fell on top of the jack, saving pretty much any damage to the car. So the jack that broke wound up saving lots of potential damage to my car. So Dave brought his fancy jack over, we jacked the car back up, we got the tire back on, got it screwed on really tight, the way you're supposed to do it, took it for a spin, car's totally fine. The only thing that got damaged besides my ego was my replacement iPhone. I don't know if you can see that. Oh look, hey, there's my camera, you can see the reflection. But there are some serious cracks in there that I don't think you can see. I said replace my iPhone because like 2 months ago I dropped my iPhone 6 into the toilet. This is my wife's old iPhone 5C that was supposed to get me until the new iPhones come out next month. So I will be using a busted up 3-year-old iPhone for the time being. But hey, if it was this or my car, this definitely. So here's the moral of the story, kids. 1, don't ever put a battery in between the bumper and the front left tire. Why is it there? Makes no sense whatsoever. It is a terrible user experience for me to have to read, first of all, read the instructions on how to replace a battery. That should be as simple as pull the old one out, put the new one in, attach the lines, you're good to go, like in any other car. Why Dodge decided to put this in an incredibly annoying place to get to, I don't understand. So, that's the first moral of the story. Don't buy 2009 Dodge Avenger. Just don't do it because it's not worth it. It's a waste of time. Now I have to pay someone to put it in because the jack that I have is broken and I don't really want to risk ruining my car more just for a stupid battery. Moral of the story, 2. Don't do car work that involves jacking your car off the ground without someone there to help. Because even if you know what you're doing, you never can predict if a car jack is going to be structurally, what's the word here, not sound. I was very lucky that my hand wasn't under the car, that my arm wasn't under the car as I was jacking it up. I was very lucky that I didn't get hurt. So all I want to say is the car's fine, I'm fine, we're going to get it fixed, but today was supposed to be an easy day. Remember what I said at the beginning? Today's checklist? Workout, work, buy dog food, Olympics? That's all I want to do today. Turns out I had to spend almost 3 hours dealing with that issue. So it's over. Everything's back to normal. Time to go edit the vlog. I'll see you guys later.